Hello guys, welcome back to Rising Luna. It's Lucas here. And today we're going to be playing as Omu. Omu's power, when you tier, it gives you 2 gold back. So Omu's honestly a pretty solid choice, I would say. So I'm debating on whether or not I swap the 2-2, but I think it's a pretty strong minion early, so we'll just search the 2 gold down. So I guess Omu didn't really give us much value in that instance, but what can you do? So we definitely lose here. We take max damage, but it's not bad. I like the Murlocs here just because I guess it's the most tempo right off the bat, and it puts us in a good spot to grab mostly any Murloc, and it'll make us a little bit stronger. So I don't mind picking up a couple Murlocs here. It's not necessarily set in stone that we're going to go Murlocs, but this definitely sets us up. That's okay, we take some damage here. Let's see what we get on this refresh. So this is really nice. It'll just, again, allow us to scale early and give us a lot of value in early game. So we're looking in a good position. I doubt we'll take any damage the next couple of fights just because we are so strong this early. And again, it just helps us put us in a better position so that we can tier and hopefully find some game-winning comps. So next turn we'll most likely tier and see if we can pick up another Murloc. Yeah, it looks like we're probably fine here. Yep. Alright, let's see what we get. Hopefully some Murlocs. Okay, that's pretty nice. I still think we tier here. And we'll just scoop those up. Get those buffs. Yeah, we're definitely in a pretty good position, considering it's only turn 5. So maybe this gives us grounds to tier early. We'll see. We're definitely in a good position here. I think the 5-12 will trade multiple times, which is nice. Yeah, definitely pretty strong. We get good trades here. Nice. That's fine. Maybe we can hit a brain here on this discover. Bagurgle's fine for sure. Definitely the most value added out of those 2 choices, or 3 choices in total, I guess. But yeah, I definitely like where we're at. We're pretty strong, again, this early. I feel like we shouldn't run into too much trouble. And we are already tier 4. So depending on how this next fight goes and what kind of refresh we get, we may end up tiering next turn just to kind of take advantage of the tempo we're seeing currently. Oh, but let me know what you guys think of the new play mode Mercenaries, and if you guys think it's fun. I honestly haven't dabbled in it much yet. I know it's RPG based, but I'm curious to know what you guys think of it, or if it's fun. So let me know, and also let us know if you guys would like seeing that as a game played in the future, or something featured on the channel. So we'll definitely pick this up. It's just good tempo. It's a 16-7 added to the board, and we also were able to tier and still buy, which is kind of the blessing of having Omu. It just allows you to tier, and you're able to pick up another unit, so you're not terribly lost when it comes to tempo on the turn you do end up tiering, because you're able to pick up another minion. So I feel like even though we're tier 5 this early, we're still pretty strong, and hopefully, decreases the amount of damage we take this turn and the next. So we'll see what this character has. Vol'jin. Demons are pretty strong here. Yeah, it looks like we're fine though. So again, we're able to tier to 5 and still not take any damage. And I guess that's just something that took me a while to learn, is when to push tempo and when to tier. So just in general, it's easy to get stuck not knowing when to tier. When do you tier to tier 4? When do you tier to tier 5? I would just say if you feel like you're pretty strong, it's usually a good idea to tier. Even if you're super wrong, hopefully you don't die by taking a whole bunch of damage, but it's just important to continue to tier and find those game-winning comps, because a lot of players, when they start out, don't really know when to tier. They get stuck at tier 3 or tier 4 when they honestly could have tiered much sooner. So just paying attention to things like that will really help. Yep, we're definitely pretty strong here. Been blessed with good Murlocs. Yep. He actually takes a little bit of damage. It's kind of sad that we didn't have a third minion die, so we didn't get any poison. But poison's not super relevant this early, most likely. I do like a pair here. And honestly, I think we go ahead and play. Okay, that's a nice triple. So hopefully we can just go ahead and get some more poisons on our Murlocs, because poison will be relevant late game, but currently poison's not extremely relevant, just because minions aren't likely to be, huge per se or extremely large. So in this case, we do freeze just to pick up those 2 other Murlocs. Even though we have Hummel in hand, it just doesn't make sense to play Hummel this turn, especially when we have no gold to buy any of the Murlocs that would come up on the refresh. Hopefully we get some poison. If we can have a minion die, that's pretty nice actually. We want our mains with the lowest attack and highest health to get poison. So like poison on the 24/21 is not extremely relevant, just because it'll trade nicely by its attack. Okay, that's interesting. Kind of sad we didn't hit Primal Fin so we could discover more Murlocs, but a triple's nice. Okay, we probably freeze for that, yeah. So we'll play the Looter here. I don't really know. It's tempting because I'm kind of a greedy boy, so if we play him and keep him out, most likely we'll end up just keeping him and holding on to him for the second turn just to get that gold minion. But I feel like we're early enough and we have enough health left to be a little greedy without getting too punished or anything. So most likely we'll keep it around. That was a good hit for us. Yeah. We end up faring very well here, getting more poisons and not taking any damage. Primal Fin. Yeah, I think we just hold here again because I really do want the Looter to give us that gold minion next turn. And it's not like I think we could take, 30 and up damage to die here from George. Whenever you face George, I would strongly recommend buying the 1/3 if it's an option in the tavern, but if not, always have some bumpers on the left. So we'll lead with the 7/6 because it's our weakest minion, just to hopefully get a Divine Shield out of the way. But yeah, wasn't super relevant there, but in most cases, a George will have a taunt, and that taunt will most likely have Divine Shield, so it's usually worth it. So we're never punished. So keeping the Looter on board was probably the move here. Let's see what we get. Okay, that's actually kind of crazy. So getting a Golden Selfless here is one of the only minions that we'll probably keep, just because we are, poison Murloc, so getting them Divine Shielded is really kind of the best. Okay, poisons really was the only thing that was kind of relevant there. Just because we're playing dead guy, I don't mind scaling a little bit. I'm not super worried about having our strongest comp. Just because we are facing that dead guy, so we'll go ahead and just get some buffs because I definitely don't think we sell the golden selfless. It'll probably be definitely something we keep till the end. This guy was pretty strong, so whoever beat him was probably pretty decently strong as well. But luckily we don't take any damage there. Getting that golden selfless was pretty insane. Silas just tripled. Hummel's interesting. Another Hummel's kind of crazy. I'm actually okay holding here just because, again, I really don't think we're going to take over 30 damage. And I don't think we have enough gold to warrant playing a Hummel and then selling, trying to buy something. So I definitely think it's a stronger move to keep it. We're not super concerned about having to win this next fight. It's more or less just putting ourselves in a good situation to secure first place. So even if that means taking an L. So that kind of went as poorly as it could have. I would have never thought our 4-2 would have been our last minion to survive there. We just need to pay attention to how we position things this next turn. And it probably would be worth it to see if we can secure taunt. But again, it looks like we're just going to get some stats here. It's surprising to see that we've made it this far with Murlocs without getting a brand. But I guess that's kind of how it goes sometimes. This was kind of tough. I think we freeze just to see if we can taunt something. Not getting anything taunted there is pretty frustrating. Okay, that was a good hit. That could have gone extremely poorly. Yep. Well, if you guys liked the video, please be sure to like and subscribe.